from HopZine.com. Thanks for joining me for another video beer review. This time we are looking at a bottle of Rasputin Imperial Stout from North Coast Brewing in Fort Bragg, California. This is a bottle of beer I've had on my hands for a while, maybe at least a year. Can't see a day on it anywhere, but yeah, I think I've had it for over a year. It's one of those beers that as a beer geek, you kind of like to have in. Which makes you look good. But it's a beer that I've always wanted to try. I've been watching Simon from the Real Ale Guide maybe about a year ago now, and I know he enjoyed it immensely. Doesn't pour as thick and dark as it's coming out of the bottle as I'd expect, but in the glass, pretty much absolutely coal black, quite a shine to it, maybe a hint of kind of very dark brown around the edges. The head mid-round, thin kind of film of kind of fizzy mocha kind of top. So let's have a sniff. Rasputin. Old Rasputin, how terrible of me. Yeah, old Rasputin. Because Jamal do a beer called Rasputin. I don't think it's barrel aged in any way. But I do get kind of like a dark sugar, brown sugar, yeah, caramel, raisins, no, more currants actually. There's a kind of a slightly kind of actual kind of coal aroma to it. Yeah, kind of like a burnt wood. Mild coffee and chocolate, but not loads. Maybe a bit of kind of hint of alcohol in there. 9%. It's not massive, but it's not something to sniff at. Yeah, there's a relatively nice kind of creamy edge. Yes, not as kind of coffee forward as a lot of Imperial Stouts. A bit more dried fruits, and then like maybe a really heavy amount of black malt in here. There's like a slightly carbon quality to the nose, but yeah, definitely more kind of caramel and sugary. Maybe a bit of toasted coconut. Yeah, it's a lovely smelling beer actually, a bit different as well. Anyway, let's dive in. Cheers. First thing, it's a bit thin actually. I'm getting a quite a renowned Imperial Stout. At 9%, you expect it to be a bit thicker. Yeah, it's medium to kind of slightly less than medium. Very drinkable though. Flavours initially, black currants. There is a bit more coffee, but I'm getting kind of like a dark chocolate covered cinder toffee, so that kind of like really kind of rich brown sugar, crystallised kind of sugar. Dates. A really nice, really heavy, dark roasted barley. Probably roasted barley, probably black malt. Not much, and then it all really comes. I think I'm getting a bit of hot bite in there, but it's more likely the bitterness coming from those dark, really big, acrid dark malts. Bonfire toffee. Dark roasted barley probably again, the back end. Mild coffee. Bit of toasted coconut at the back end. It's relatively straightforward. It's very nice, it's very drinkable. It's not all that complex, but I like the fact that it's quite simple and it's a bit different. It's not all coffee and chocolate and stuff like that. It's not all kind of really textbook, kind of stereotypical kind of modern Imperial Stout. It's got a little bit more kind of real malt character and dried fruits. Maybe a mild hint of port, but without too much alcohol. That's one really nice part about it. is that it isn't very heavy on the alcoholic content. You don't really taste the alcohol. Not much of a burn going down or anything. But the body does let it down a bit. For 9%, I think you deserve a bit more body than that. Very nice. Not amazing. Very competent. Something a little bit different to what I expected. It's a bit sticky on the lips as well. Kind of residual sugars, definitely quite a lot of residual sugars left in this beer, I'd say. So it's quite sugary, and that cinder toffee certainly is quite prevalent, if you ask me. And more kind of sugary bonfire toffee. Nice, but not incredible. So that is a bottle of Old Rasputin from North Coast Brewing in Fort Bragg, California. Very nice, if not kind of top tier Imperial Stout. I'm still going to enjoy the rest of this glass though for the rest of the evening. Anyway, I'm Rob from HopZine.com. I'll see you next time. Cheers.